Hey there, welcome back. In today's lesson, I'm going to be going through one of my favorite songs, a song called Can't Help Falling in Love. This song was made famous by Elvis and more recently by 21 Pilots, and there's been some great versions of this song, and it just really lends itself to the ukulele. So I'm going to go through and play the whole song for you so you can hear it in full context, and then we're going to break down each section and the strum pattern as well as the chords. And for a more in-depth look at it, I also have PDFs and tablature available at allforuke.com that really takes an in-depth look at this song, so you can follow along on your worksheet as well. Falling in love with you. Okay, so now I'm going to go in depth here for the chords for the A section of this song. So we're breaking this song into two sections, the A section and the B section. The A section is the verse section where it would start with Wise Men Say, or Shall I Stay, or Take My Hand. So we're going to consider that the A section, and these are the chords for that section. So we're starting off with a C chord here, and you'll notice that I'm playing the C chord with my middle finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and I also have my index finger down on the 2nd fret behind. Now it makes no difference in the sound by having this down, but as you'll see in one of my other tutorials, this helps us switch to the E minor chord because we already have our index finger in place here to pivot to the E minor chord. So first chord is C. We're going to pivot with our index finger to the E minor chord, which is ring finger, middle finger, index finger. Then we're going to move on to the A minor chord, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string. And then we're also going to use our middle finger as a pivot to get to the F chord. So we're just going to add our index finger here to the E string on the 1st fret. Then we're back to a C chord. And then finally, a G chord, or G7 chord, sorry. So this G7 chord, you could use G for the song too. I think G7 sounds a little prettier. And that's going to be middle finger, index finger, and ring finger for the G7. Now for the second half of the A section here, we go back to an F chord. So we're moving back from an F to an F chord from the G7. So we have our index finger in place already for the F chord. So we're simply going to move our middle finger up a string here for the F. Then we're back to the G7. So we went G7, F, G7. Our index finger stayed in place the entire time there. Now to an A minor, which is just middle finger again on the top string 2nd fret. Now to a D minor chord. So the D minor chord, we already have our middle finger in place for that chord. We're going to add our ring finger here to the C string 2nd fret right below. And then just like an F chord, we have our index finger over here on the first fret on the E string. So you'll hear that D minor chord. And then the final 3 chords of the section, we move down to C, G7, and back to C. So those are the chords that we use for the A section or the verse section of Can't Help Falling in Love. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the chords that we're going to use for the B section of the song. This is also kind of the hook of the song where it says, like a river flows surely to the sea. We're going to use an E minor chord here, index, middle, and ring finger. And then we're going to go to a B7. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to play the B7 chord. So if you want to use the bar chord version, we're going to bar the entire 2nd fret and put our middle finger on the 3rd fret on the C string. Now, if you want an easier approach to that, you're not quite ready for bar chords yet, you can also do this chord by leaving the A string open and basically taking your E minor chord and shifting it up to the top 3 strings. So here's our E minor, and then we move to the B7. So it's a little more open sounding than our bar chord, but still kind of performs the same function with that open string there. The next chord we use in the sequence is A7. That's just index finger on the C string, 1st fret. The D minor chord again, middle on the top string, ring on the C string, index on the 1st fret on the E string, and then G7 again. So when you move from D minor, you can pivot right off of your index finger here to move down to the G7 chord. So those are all the chords for the B section. And if you want to refer to the PDF worksheet, I'll have all the chords laid out in sequence, but those are all the chords that we're going to use for the song. All right, let's take a close look at the strumming pattern. And now this strumming pattern is consistent throughout the entire song, except for the ending, and I'm going to go into that specifically towards the end of this segment. The strumming pattern that we're going to use is a waltz strum. So this can be applied in a 3/4 or 6/8 time signature. So anything you see that says waltz is a 1, 2, 3 feel. And in order to do that, we're going to strum down, down, up, down, up. So there's 5 placements in that pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. So when we're strumming, we count the down strum as 1, our up strum is and. So in this pattern, it's 1, 2, and 3, and. So try that along with me here, and I'm holding a C chord for this strum. So 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. So let me play it a little closer to the pace that we're going to use for the song. 1, 2, and 3, and 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 1, 2, and 3, and. Now you can use your index finger and your thumb if you'd like. In this demonstration I was just showing you the index finger. If you want to keep it simple, feel free just to do that. If you want to use finger and thumb, I suggest you keep these close together and you use finger for the down strum, thumb for the up strum. So that would look like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. So that is the strumming pattern that's consistent throughout the entire song, except for the ending. And for the ending of the song, essentially, we're basically going to do just 1 down strum and a 3 count as we do it. So I'll play the ending of the song here and count as I go, so you can kind of see. But essentially, I'm just going to do 1 down strum with my thumb. So I'm going to hold the F chord, and this is for the second half of the A section that I'm going to be playing here. So the chords are going to go F, 2, 3, G7, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, D minor, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, G7, 2, 3, C, 2, 3. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So those are the strumming patterns that we're going to use for Can't Help Falling in Love. So now we're going to play through the song slowly here, and I'm going to give you guys some verbal cues as to how many times I'm doing the strumming pattern and which chords I'm switching to as we go. So we'll do the A section and the B section kind of in a shortened version of the song form here. So play along with me, and I'll kind of cue you as we go as to what I'm doing here. And thanks for the birds here in the spring for joining us in the video today. So here we go. Starting on the C chord. E minor and A minor twice. F, C, G7 twice. Then F, G7, A minor, D minor, C, G7, and C twice. Again, E minor, A minor, again, then F, C, G7, twice, then F, G7, A minor, D minor, C, G7, C, twice. B section, E minor, B7, E minor, B7, E minor, B7, A7, twice. D minor, G7, back to the A section. A minor twice. F, C, G7, F, G7, A minor, D minor, C, G7, C. Now the ending. F, G7, A minor, D minor, C, G7, C. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to take an in-depth look at this song, where I have a PDF that lays out all the chords, the song form, the strumming pattern, jump over to allforuke.com where you can download a PDF tab for the song and follow along as I play. So once again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon for more killer ukulele videos. Take care, guys. Hey guys, if you dig these videos and want to show your love for the ukulele, we've got cool shirts like these and other merchandise items over at allforuke.com for you to check out. We really appreciate your support. Thanks for contributing, and we look forward to making more great content for your viewing pleasure in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.